Hi there, I'm Aki from Aki Gaming, and welcome to another episode of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Each episode, we will be putting two heroes into the spotlight and see who reigns supreme over the other. First, they will be judged by all of their attributes, which includes their stats, weapons, skill, etc. Then, we will put them into a battle simulator and see who's the better one when head on. Not only that, we will be also giving them their best possible skill build and put them into the ultimate mass battle showdown to see who will be crowned the winner of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Let's not wait any longer and introduce our contestants. Standing on the left corner, one of the three main characters of Blazing Blade, the childhood best friend of Hector, the Knight of Lycia, Eliwood. And standing on the right corner, the only Lord protagonist in Binding Blade, the childhood best friend of Lelina, the brave lion, Roy. Father vs son, Durandal vs Blazing Durandal. Who will win this fight and be the best husband though? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Round 1, Stats and Skills. Let's start with their base stats total. Eliwood has a BST of 155, and Broy's BST is 154. Eliwood opens the scoring. What about their rating after weapons and skills? Eliwood's total rating is 171, and Broy is 173. Broy scores 1 back, 1-1. Next is their hit points. Eliwood has 39 HP, and Broy has 38. 2-1 to Eliwood. Let's look at their attack now. Eliwood's attack is 31 plus 16, and Broy is 32 plus 16. 2-2. What about their speed? Who is more agile? Eliwood has a speed of 30, and Broy has 34. Broy takes the lead, 2-3. Now, let's look at their defense. Eliwood has 23 points in defense, and Broy has 26. Another point to Broy. Last, their resistance to magic. Eliwood has a resistance of 32, and Broy has 24. 3-4 to Eliwood. After looking at their stats, Eliwood is trailing behind by 1 point, but it's still too early to make any calls. Now, let's look at their weapon. Eliwood uses the legendary Durandal that has a might of 16. It also grants him an additional 4 attack whenever he initiates first. As for Broy, he wields the blazing Durandal that has a might of 16 too. However, it grants him a +3 attack and enables him to gain cooldown charges whenever his attack is higher than foes. Whose weapon is better? Of course, it's the one which has more abilities. 3-5. Next, their specials. Eliwood has Sacred Cow that reduces damage by attacks from foes 2 spaces away by 30% with a trigger count of 2. On the other hand, Broy has Gale Force, a special that enables him to take another turn after initiation with a cooldown cost of 5. According to this link, Gale Force is ranked higher than Sacred Cow, hence another point for Broy. Now to their passives. We won't be comparing their passive in A or C since one of them doesn't have it, so it couldn't be compared. However, we will still briefly introduce it. In passive A, Broy has Steady Blow. It grants him a +4 speed and defense during combat when initiating. And in slot C, Eliwood has Ward Cavalry that grants nearby cavalries a +4 defense and resistance during combat. And what's left is passive B. Eliwood has Axe Breaker that enables him to make a follow-up attack to Axe user, but foes cannot if his HP is 50% or higher. As for Broy, he has Desperation, a skill that changes the order of attack by making follow-up attack occurs immediately after initiation. Which skill has the higher ranking? According to Game 8, Axe Breaker is rank B, and Desperation is rank SS. Broy takes the last point, which means with a score of 3 against 7, the winner of round 1 is Broy. The score difference is kinda huge, right? Anyway, let's move on to round 2, head-on fight. For this segment, I'm going to use the FEH damage calculator by Kagero chart. First, we're just going to let them brawl with their default skills, IV with no buff. Let's have a look at the result. It seems Broy gets to KO his own man during initiation, mainly because of steady blow increasing his speed and enables him to attack twice. 1 point to Broy. How about we give them their recommended skill build? For Eliwood, Durandal, Swift Sparrow, Swordbreaker, Defense Ploy, Iceberg. For Broy, Blazing Durandal, Life and Death, Desperation, Speed Smoke, Gale Force. And the result? This time, Eliwood managed to take down Broy thanks to Swordbreaker. However, in the case that he doesn't have Swordbreaker, Broy would have emerged victorious. There's various other builds that Eliwood and Broy could use to take each other down. It's just a matter of which build meets which. With that in mind, the second brawl ended in a draw. But since Broy already had 1 point in hand, I hereby declare the winner of round 2 to be Broy. Before we proceed to the final round, let's recap back the result. Broy has won the first 2 rounds, leaving his father with 0 wins. Could Eliwood grab the last round to avoid a complete defeat? Or would it be Broy making a perfect winning record? Let's find out in round 3, Mass Battle. For this round, we will be using the Mass Battle calculator by Andu Krandu to calculate how effective are they against all the other heroes. Whoever gets the most kill is the winner. First, we will calculate the result with their default build. And the result? Eliwood draws 52, loses 88, and wins 50. What about Broy? He draws 30, loses 60, and wins 100. Broy has double the kill count during initiation compared to Eliwood. What if enemy attack first? Would Eliwood be able to perform better? Unfortunately, Eliwood draws 51, loses 81, and wins 58. As for Broy, he draws 23, loses 53, and wins 114. Once again, Broy has more kills. Hence, the default fight goes to Broy. Now, let's move on to their best build. Who will win this time? Eliwood draws 11, loses 49, and wins 130. As for Broy, he draws 4, loses 26, and wins 160. Broy still leading with 30 more kills. What if they defend first? Will the result be the same too? Let's have a look. Eliwood draws 8, loses 43, and wins 139. As for Broy, he draws 3, loses 38, and wins 149. Once again, Broy has the better kill count. Just for fun, shall we give them a Horn Cavalry buff? And here's the result. Impressive. Anyway, the winner has long been decided. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 episodes later, we finally have a victor. The winner of this episode, My Waifu or Husbando, is better than yours is... Broy! I know, some of you would have said, it wasn't fair to compare these two, since Broy is obviously the better unit among the two. But this might all change in the coming weeks with the introduction of Weapon Refinery, as Eliwood would finally be able to wield the Blazing Durandal too. And do keep in mind that it's a lot easier to plus stand an Eliwood than Broy because of the appearance rate. So, what's your thought on the result? Who do you think should have been the better Husbando? Let's discuss. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Aki Gaming for more interesting content like this. You could also leave a comment below to suggest who would you like to feature in a future episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you same time next week.